How does a firearm work and the difference between pistol and rifle? Now, many people own guns and do not understand the basic mechanics of the firearm. We have seen some confusion between the difference also between a pistol and a rifle, especially for new gun owners. So in this video, we'll explore both questions with the goal to educate and enlighten. And this is being brought to you by AlphaLife with Armel 771 and CC Mommy, which is me. Welcome. At AlphaLife, we talk about the firearm enthusiast lifestyle and how that extends beyond mere gun ownership. On this channel, we explore different ideas and perspectives and discuss them live on Saturdays at 8 p.m. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like what you see and hear. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the matter as well, so please feel free to comment below. And also make sure to click that notification bell so you can know when new videos are posted. And most importantly, come join us live on Saturdays at 8 p.m. Now let's get into it. Firearms work by using the energy generated by a controlled explosion of gunpowder or other propellant to propel a projectile, such as a bullet or shot, out of a barrel and towards a target. Now, the process begins when a round of ammunition is loaded into the firearms chamber, and the firearms trigger is then pulled, which releases a firing pin that strikes the primer at the base of the cartridge. This causes the primer to ignite the gunpowder or other propellant, which rapidly burns and produces hot gases. So what we're talking here is basic physics and I guess a little bit of chemistry too. As the propellant burns, it rapidly generates a large volume of gas that rapidly expands in all directions. And the majority of this gas is directed towards the back of the firearm, where it creates a significant amount of pressure that pushes against the bolt or slide of the firearm, forcing it backward. So hence the backward jolt that you feel when you're shooting a firearm. And this backward movement of the bolt or slide causes the cartridge to be extracted from the chamber, and the empty shell casing is ejected from the firearm. At the same time, a new cartridge is fed into the chamber from the magazine. Once the bolt or slide has reached its maximum rearward position, it begins to move forward again, pushing a new cartridge into the chamber and locking it into place. And at the same time, the firing pin is reset and held in place. So when the trigger is pulled again, the firing pin is released, striking the primer of the new cartridge and starting the process anew. So this cycle repeats until the firearm is out of ammunition or the trigger is released. Hence, the constant pulling of the trigger causes the repetition of this motion. Now you may ask, if all firearm works the same way, then what's the difference between a pistol and a rifle? I mean, they obviously look different. So let's get into that. The main difference between a pistol and a rifle is basically the size, shape, and intended use. A pistol is a handheld firearm that is typically designed to be fired with one hand, so you use one hand to shoot it. Some pistols have a shorter barrel and overall length than rifles and are generally designed for use at closer ranges. They are often used for personal defense, law enforcement, and military applications. A rifle, on the other hand, is a long gun that is designed to be fired from the shoulder. Rifles have a longer barrel and are generally more accurate than pistols, making them better suited for longer range shooting. And they're often used for hunting, sport shooting, and also military applications. Another key difference between pistols and firearms is the way that they're loaded. Pistols are generally loaded with a magazine that is inserted into the grip of the firearm, while rifles are typically loaded with individual cartridges that are manually loaded into a magazine or directly into the chamber of the firearm. Finally, pistols and rifles may fire different types of ammunition. Pistols are generally designed to fire smaller, lower-powered cartridges, while rifles are designed to fire larger, higher-powered cartridges that are capable of traveling greater distances with greater accuracy. So there you have it. I hope that helps clear up any confusion, especially for newer owners of firearms, as to the difference between a rifle and a pistol, and also how the firearm works. Hey, thanks for listening so far, and we will be exploring this topic further Saturday at 8 p.m. on this channel to AlphaLife. And of course, we'll be looking at, which is the topic of how firearms work and what's the difference between a pistol and a rifle. And if you'd like to see it here, please press the like button and share and subscribe. So see you on Saturday, and looking forward to continuing this discussion. Take care. Bye.